Hello! It's been a while since we took a look at the Super 6. At the moment I'm swapping out fairly regularly the synth I've got in front of me here. So last week I had the Prophet 6, before that I had the Blofeld, and now I've got the Super 6. So I've had the Super 6 for about 2 years at this point, something around there. And obviously we've seen a few OS upgrades and a few little things added throughout that time. You've got all your main functions right in front of you. Everything's there that you really need. There's also quite a bit of under the hood stuff that you don't have to use, but if you want to use it, you can go there and you can do a lot of crazy routings. And the mix of standard oscillators plus the wavetable type oscillators give it that sound that's somewhere between the Prophet VS and the PPG Wave. The Super 6 in some ways, for me at least, is the ultimate pad machine. You can make absolutely awesome pads on here. As you heard in the intro, the envelopes have a massive release time. One of the things I try to do is only bring instruments into the studio that have a unique character or can provide something unique back. And actually I lie about that very slightly, but we'll touch on that in another week or so. So the pad I've got set up here is one of the digital waveforms. I've got the mixer only playing the first oscillator, which gives me the ability to flavour as I go. And with the second oscillator in here, I can sort of morph between the two. Now if I was being clever, I could probably set this up In this occasion, I'm going to use something I've built here as a little FX change. So I've basically got a digital delay. I've got a preset on the H3000 band delays called Space Crickets, which just gives me those high frequencies. And I've got the black hole reverb. Go a bit more. So I think we'll create a new sound. Let me go into new sound mode. And let's turn those effects off. So obviously we're creating pads. I want them to fade in slowly, so let's do that. And let's go to the waves. So that's interesting. Sort of got that creepy organ vibe. Let's add a bit of chorus. And I think we'll bring back the effects chain that I've got here. One of the things people ask me about mostly is if I can share patches with them or if I can export a patch for them. Unfortunately, the way I tend to work is I create the patch for the piece of music that I'm actually creating, and I'm not very thorough with where I save it or where something's my patch or somebody else's patch. As such, normally I just overwrite them once I've used them. For me, the patch is the texture and tone of the piece of music that I'm creating. And once I've done that, it's done. It's complete. Which leaves me in a bit of trouble when people ask me to go and do a live gig. I'm like, can I recreate that patch? I probably should get better at saving banks and making them available to people. So I still have to do the sampler bake-off. I have more samplers now, so we are definitely going to do this year. And I want to introduce a new segment of exploring music that I love and sharing that with you as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll chat to you next time.